Hello yachting world, this is Joe from Yacht Water. Today we're working on a Pacific Mariner 85. It's the smallest yacht in the Westport fleet. We absolutely love these boats. Our customers love these boats. They have great equipment on them, like the Headhunter waste treatment system, sea recovery water makers, Spot Zero water filtration. But this customer in particular is having a little bit of an issue with his sea recovery water maker. He can't seem to automatically fresh flush the membranes. He doesn't know what's going on. He has to come down here and manually push the solenoid himself once a week to flush this water maker membranes. So it's a little bit of an issue that we found on the sea recoveries, but it's a real easy fix. So let's take a look at it. Alright, so here's the control panel for the water maker in question. And I just want to show you on the front of the control panel here, we have our brine flow and our product flow. So this can actually show us if water is flowing through the membranes or not. And what the customer noticed was every week when the system goes into its automatic fresh flush, there was no water coming through the flow meters. And even if he came here and manually hit the fresh flush button, the light would activate, but he would get no water coming through here through the flow meters. So if he went down to where the actual solenoid was and manually forced the solenoid, so mechanically opening the solenoid, then he would get water flow through here. So that's what he was doing. He was coming down here and manually forcing that solenoid so he can get some fresh water into the membranes. And this is a real common problem on these older style control panels. What happens is there's a voltage output to the fresh flush solenoid on the back of the panel. Let me show you. These two terminals here, where the red and the black are now, this is the output to the fresh flush solenoid. And for some reason, these boards, sometimes they only put out 10 volts. And sometimes 10 volts is enough to activate the 12 volt solenoid, sometimes it's not. And in this case, it was just not enough voltage to activate the solenoid, so the fresh flush wasn't working. Which that can lead to a big problem. If you're not fresh flushing your membranes regularly, you can foul the membranes and destroy them. And you're looking at thousands of dollars. Membrane replacement and labor, all because this little terminal here is only putting 10 volts out. So it's a real easy fix. So what we do is we wire in a relay here. So we take source power from the power supply, which is 14 volts. We wire it to our relay. And then what we do is we use the old outputs there to trigger the relay. So when the board calls for the solenoid to run, it triggers the relay. The relay then gives 14 volts to the solenoid. The solenoid works perfect, flushes the membranes, and everything works great. So let me shut the control panel here and show you. Alright, so now if I go ahead and hit fresh flush, there's our indicator light. Come look at our flow meters, and look at our flow meter rising. Now we're getting flow across the membranes. There goes, the membranes are getting flow through them, fresh water flushing them. And that way, for the next week, the membrane will just sit with fresh water in it. It won't grow any garbage, it won't foul up, and your sea recovery system will be lasting good for a long time. So that's it, real quick, easy fix. If you ever notice that you run your fresh flush, but you don't get the flow, let's look into that. Message us, let us know. We'd love to help you out with the problem. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.